storyline is going to focus on addictions and stuff like that. So people don't realize when they're dealing with drugs and everything that there's a bunch of addictions that they cause, like seeing people like in withdrawal from heroin, all kind of pills, meth, Percocets, all them different pills that's out there. People be taking all kind of stuff, especially that Percocet. It's a popular one that the young people take. Yeah, so all that different stuff like that. So weed used to be what you call nothing, but since they putting all kind of stuff in it, it's making it something. It's making it bad, because dealing with reefer, marijuana, whatever name you want to call it, that used to be something where people be calm down and just be eating or calm down. But now it's like where somebody could actually die maybe from smoking some of it, because of what's being put in and why things is being put in. It's for whatever reason. People want to do it. Drugs is bad, people. Drugs is bad. I remember in a case one time that somebody gave somebody rat poison. So that's supposed it took the place of what? I guess heroin, I don't really know. Or whatever it was supposed to be taking the place of. So people do all kind of stuff. They don't seem to think about somebody's life. I want people to think about people's life and not think about they trying to make a quick buck. So the focus of this storyline is for people like that, because I know it come from the top. They come from the top. They don't come from the bottom. They come from the top, because drugs don't come to your city by itself. They come from people who have some kind of transportation. That's how it gets to your city, to your state, to your country. That's how it get there. So it comes from the top, whatever the top is considered. Whoever is in the top positions, okay? So the people that's on your corner, or those people like that, they are just what you call a small fries. They just selling a little bit of this and a little bit of that. They don't have their hands on a bunch of quantity of anything. They just selling whatever is put in their hand, just so they can be able to just eat for that day, or maybe for the week. They definitely don't get rich where they living in a fancy smancy house and drive a fancy car and being able to buy a lot of shoes or whatever. They be lucky if they can get a pair of shoes from what all they do within a week. So they jeopardize going to jail and being in jail for the longest time just to be able to eat, buy a pair of shoes, buy a new outfit, what they call be fresh for the week, be fresh for a day. They just take that chance. But it's sad that people got to take that chance and go to jail the rest of their life or for years, because they want a new outfit or they want to eat or a pair of shoes or whatever it may be. While the people on top just be able to just use people, because that's what they do. They using somebody else and having somebody else take the fall for them, pretty much, because they know people is desperate out here, and when people are desperate, they do a little bit of anything when they're desperate. That's why it pays not to be desperate, and it pays to get ourselves in a certain position where we don't find ourselves desperate, where we do any and everything. Get what I'm saying? Get in the best position where you don't have to be in a position where somebody could take advantage of you and make you jeopardize your life for just the basic needs that you need for your life. Okay, we got this top card looking at me. It's a thin lay of hope for somebody, because somebody gonna arrive, okay? So we got the copyright card right here. Somebody try to, I'm going to take both of these because I'm talking about drugs right now. Okay, so somebody going to arrive. Right? It's a thin layer of hope for whoever that is, right? So we have right here somebody trying to fulfill their copyright, and I'm just going to say trying to sell some drugs. Some kind of, this is not, these first two cards is not the big fish, a big person. This is somebody on the corner, one of them kind of people, right? Trying to fulfill their adventure, and that is just get some food on the table, get some new shoes, get a pair of pants, or pay the rent, or whatever the person trying to do, right? Not trying to get rich, okay? We have right here, walk away. This person should have walked away, be a sensitive thinker always, and just walk away from that, right? Because this person going to jeopardize, because there's a thin layer of hope in the first card. So let me just shuffle and get some cards and see. Wait a minute, what is this one? Okay, being competitive. So this person wanted to be competitive and able to gain, right? So this person threw the person's hat in a ring, right? And that is, said, yeah, they agreed to doing whatever this is because they needed what they needed. They're not trying to get a mansion. They just probably trying to just get something to eat, buy some clothes, trying to get fresh. Get what I'm saying? No more innocence. So this person might be a person that usually don't even do this kind of stuff or whatever. So this person gonna throw this person hat in a ring. Right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, that means just decide the person saying I'm game, I'm in. That's what it means. You should know what that means, okay? Okay, where's that card? I moved it too fast. Yeah, I moved it too fast. It was a card that says that somebody wants to feel the fun. And that simply means this person want to get in it. The person want to get in it and see what the everybody else doing it. The person decide he want to get in it or she want to get in it too, and able to feel they can just get some things they need in life. Okay, but whoever this person is, the person dealing with, been dangerous since the person met the person in negative. That just simply means a drug dealer, right? Now all drug dealers we know is not mean people or anything like that. The mean part about them is they're selling drugs to hurt somebody's body and kill people, because that's what drugs do, right? But we got to also blame the victim of the, my channel is not about blaming victims, but in this case right here, the victim got to take this blame, this victims or any victim of drug abuse who willingly take it and go buy it, they got to admit their wrongs, because they got to take the blame for their own actions, because nobody make them go and buy anything. They do it on their own. So drug dealer, like I said, don't have to be a mean or nasty, terrible person. Could be a nice person, but the person is doing what the person doing to make money and able to survive. So the person not looking at the person hurting the person looking at selling drugs as they making the person happy, giving the person what the person needs. Just like you go to the store and buy some ice cream. Get what I'm saying? Just like you go buy food from the store. Whatever you go buy, you buy you a new pair of shoes. This person looking at making the person happy. Just like the store person make you happy when you go to the store. You get my drift, right? So let me just take some, okay, we got this card right here. Person being appreciative of a house that's sufficient. So the person living in a house, or the person going to be appreciative of a job that's sufficient. And that is jumping on a bandwagon to fulfill this person's copyright to sell drugs. That's what it's looking like, okay? So let me just put the microphone out for a minute and see if I can mix up some cards right soon. This person gonna do it. Travel for love. And travel for love, if the person there is to jump into the mix, right? Into the circle of doing this, right? Let's just flow. You have to pause. I know this one has to pause. This person gonna be mixed up in the gossip because people wanna find out about it because something gonna go too far, okay? Or it went too far. This person getting into this mess in the first place. because this person was curious, because this person is dealing with the goat. And the goat is the person who in charge, who this person communicating with or whatever. Maybe some old friend of this person's. Because the person himself was trying to answer his burdens. Maybe he mouthy. Or was talking to the other person. What you gonna do about it? Something went too far. You might want to know if the person gonna help him or whatever this is. So, okay, so one X the other person out. So either in firing a person, killing a person, or whatever this is. Okay, I gotta get up. I'll be right back. So we had one of them that was down in the other one because he was counting. So where is the card? I went a little bit too fast. Okay. Wanting to get work or begging or whatever this is, or just somebody in general who take drugs was counting. Something happened at noontime or afternoon where somebody joined a crowd of people, or even a party. Let's just flow, maybe to cop or just to sell drugs, whatever that's going on, okay? Okay, because one of them decided they don't want to be friends no more with the other because the person need to manifest the person's desire. Because one of them was copping and the other one was downing the other. Okay? So either somebody trying to buy drugs from somebody or somebody who wanted to sell drugs with somebody that they know. Something like that, doing the person's head in the ring. So one person asked the other person for his phone number. Excuse my French, so some cursing might have happened. So some kind of way somebody going to the hospital and gonna say thank you. Maybe somebody who's taking drugs who is being down because the person is a drug addict or take drugs, or one of the people who are doing the selling, right? For what? So we have one of the people asking the other one for what in a situation, right? So let's just see. Okay? So one of them had to accept what they cannot change in a situation and acknowledge the person's own wrongs and don't expect it from others. Okay, so let's just go a little bit. Okay, one of them had hidden feelings they needed to say to the other person. Alright? Because maybe the person want to get a job with these people. Maybe the person used to take drugs, the person self. It don't have to be that, or whatever this is, interacting with drugs. Let's say codeine, but whatever kind of drugs. So one of them decided that they are done with the other one, they're going to clap back. So we got a guy in the spirit. Or somebody might get killed. Somebody might dead. It was some time shared, roped off from somebody. Maybe they wasn't talking to each other for a while, so somebody need to check their eyesight and look at least 3 times. They might run into somebody that they might didn't see in a long time. And yeah, they had problems with before, whatever this is. So let's just say. Alright, bear with me for a minute. I'm not going to pause you this time, so you're going to hear some noise. Let me shut the door. Okay, let's see. I got some squeaky floors, but that worked to my advantage. Okay, let's just flow a little bit. Let's just see here. So this story now was actually focused on people like selling drugs, because it's both people is to blame, the people who buy the drugs and the people who sell the drugs. But then we have people who jeopardize their life and get put in jail for a long period of time because they're selling some drugs just to get something to eat, or buy them an outfit, pay their rent, or whatever reason. And then so much of their time be locked away behind bars because of just selling something, whatever it might be, because of the reasons they're selling it for. And it is because they feel they have a need. But you gotta prepare your life and get in the position you need to get in, right? And I feel you gotta be desperate to do things like that, because that's all that path leads you to is destruction. Any way you slice it when it comes down to drugs, it leads to destruction. People overdosing, people killing over drugs, people going to jail over drugs. So there's no way around it. Any path when it comes down to street drugs is a negative. There's no getting around it. People look at it, the positive part in it, and that will be the people who selling drugs is they get to eat, they get to buy them some clothes, they get to pay their rent or whatever. But at what expense? It could cost them their freedom. Just try to get those little things there. And that is little compared to a lot of times behind bars. So let's just finish the storyline. This could be it is somebody's story out there, because there's not too many people who don't experience some kind of way unless you are a celebrity. If you're not a celebrity, no kind of way, and you don't live in one of the more fancy towns or whatever where you don't have no crime at, if you're in the actual inner cities, wherever you at, Chicago, or wherever you at, California, wherever you at, Compton, wherever you at, the Bronx, wherever you at, you know somebody who went through this or going through this, period, and that's a fact, okay? Seattle, wherever you at, Cincinnati, wherever you at, okay? Arizona, okay? We can even throw Alaska in there because things is changing, right? Even down to places where you think there's nothing going on. It could be something going on, but it's a low key. Get what I'm saying? So let's just finish the story now. Okay, this card coming out. Somebody wanted somebody to be available. Are you sure you're available? Somebody said, yeah, I'm sure. The person said, yeah, I'm sure I'm available. But this person needed to check the person's eyesight, or look at something at least 3 times. Look around the corner, look at the cameras, anything like that, because this person is roped off from somebody. So it might be what you call get back. You know what that means? Somebody might want some get back. That's what I'm hearing, get back. Because I see the cameras right here roped off, and we got a deck of a male right here. Okay, we got the walk away card. Okay, person walked away and somebody was doing some bird watching. But then the person is going to go after the person. Follow me? Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm hearing James Brown. Somebody wanted some get back, payback. You know what that means? Somebody wants some get back, some payback. That means somebody want to pay you back for something. I guess they feel like you did. Because this seems negative. That's why I'm going that way, a social path. I think I fell for you. So let's turn it around. I got my focuses on you. I'm going to make you fall. So if I see an actual gun card, I'm going to go that route. Okay? Somebody was a substitute or wants somebody to be a substitute for right now to take somebody's place maybe. Right? But the other person need to focus on balance, is interested in balance. Right? But somebody wants somebody to be a substitute. Oh man, maybe you can do this for me for a couple hours. My main man ain't here. Get what I'm saying? But the person interested in full time, get my drug, right? Yes, it's full time drug dealer, so don't act like there's no such thing as that. Oh my goodness. When I think about when I lived where I lived somewhere else, I lived more than one place, but where I lived somewhere else, it was like you see somebody on the corner When you go to sleep, depending on how early you get up, that same person could be on the corner, get my drift. Or you got another person on the corner, get my drift. It's just like you got a job, because it is a job, get my drift. Right? So we have right here, the random rider is on exhibit. And the random rider, okay, on exhibit. Going to be put on exhibit, going to be killed, or just going to be standing out there selling whatever the person's selling. The random rider. Right? The person want a job, whatever's going on here. Or not want a job, somebody want to get back at the person because they've been distant. They might have some kind of disagreement or whatever this is. So let's go. Or it could be somebody on drugs. I'm going to take it different ways. Let me just finish this. Call is time. It's time to grow up. Call is time. Somebody need a call to get some help for an addiction they got. If we're dealing with somebody who's just a drug addict. Or somebody going to have to call because they killed somebody. It's time to grow up. And then we had a person who is the head honcho. They got people working underneath of him. God saying to you, you need to grow up. The top man, whoever you are. Because you're looking at this person, is he even work-worthy? Your opinion is he even work-worthy? Can he do anything? Will he be able to sell anything? Okay, next one is, you living in comfort. Right? But you wondering if this person gonna have any kind of courage to even step out there, throw his hat in a ring, because he don't throw his hat in a ring. Let's see, I guess, if he can do some selling, because he needs some stuff. He needs to pay some bills or whatever, maybe. Okay, so let's just go. The next card is you taking a person for a joke, though, because you might feel a person can't do nothing for you. Okay, you taking a person for a joke. So it's time for the person to move on. Yeah, you might have did business with this person before, and you want the person to move on. Whatever's going on here. So here the work ethics coming again. We got work ethics. Calling too much, so the person might have been calling the main person to try to get a job with the person or anything like that. But the person didn't have good work ethics, might wasn't reliable. And with that kind of job, like any kind of job, people gotta be reliable. A job is a job, right? Or we have somebody on drugs, so person is copping, but they need to move on. If something went too far, maybe they didn't pay. Let's see. Okay, so we got the main man, the main person is focused on the windfall, is challenging to get to the windfall because you can't be having people not paying up. This person feels this person was given no other choice, was willing to do something because of being forced, so the person might have got rid of somebody in a negative way, because we got a man in spirit right here, and we got an XL card. So it could have been where just fired the person or killed the person, take it however it's for. If somebody's dealing with their in-laws or friends, it's not easy all the time dealing with your in-laws and friends, especially not in business. Because people feel like because they related to you or they're your friends or whatever, they don't supposed to pay like anybody else. So this main man here, this main person, going to use exact right words, and he's going to speak up about his money. As far as to somebody that's on drugs or somebody who's selling drugs for him or whatever's going on. So he must be confronted. So he's going to confront whoever it is, the drug addict or somebody he got selling something for him, right? Okay, so we got somebody, uncle or whoever it is stealing from the family. So if we got an uncle that's on drugs, something like that, and they ain't paying up no money, paying for the drugs being that the person is begging for the person is copping, the man feel like that the man is stealing from his family. It's like you taking food out of my mouth if you don't pay me, anything like that. Well, we got somebody who actually selling drugs for this person who is stealing from the batch or whatever this stuff is. And he feel like he's stealing from the family because he feel like whoever he got working for him is considered family. Get my drugs. So I'm here for you. Come on. Get on the bus, get on your moped, get on your motorcycle, get in your car. Come on. I'm here for you. See the person coming in. What if this is set up? Oh my goodness, I see a jail car sitting over there. Okay, let's go for a minute. I gotta put the jail car, so I'm not going to jail. I already know it. I'm just gonna sit over there for a minute. I already know it. Okay, this car got something will happen on the weekend, whatever weekend. Today is Friday, I think, right? Today is Friday. Something will happen on the weekend. Somebody gonna see it, whatever it is to see. And somebody might get locked up. Looking at what's valid to bring favor to it. Trying to bring money to the home. Trying something is happening. Something gonna happen. Somebody going to jail though. They in their dream house or wherever they live at. Somebody might be saying, spare me, don't kill me, or don't fire me, or give me some drugs, or whichever situation this is. Where it might be a trial or some kind of court hearing in 3 to 4 weeks as far as whatever the situation is. Looking at things superficial, following. Because this main person who in charge, he's looking at what was Cabbage Breaker, taking his money, his bills, his money, his dough, his bread, his meal, his green. Person on drugs not paying him his money, the money he got working for him, stealing from the stash or whatever you call it, or stealing the money in general, or not bringing in the money or whatever this is. Let's see. Or somebody working for him that actually takes something the person self, so you can't do nothing with people like that. So we have right here that never again will this person get the gift of the other person, so that means the person not alive. Or never, or won't be friends again, or won't get a job again. It's a forever card. Never mean never. If you use it in the right sentence, never means just what it means, never. So people should not say never if they don't mean never. Don't say, oh, I'm never going to let him live in my house again. If you really don't mean it, don't use never. Because never means just what it means, never. Okay? And this card said never again will somebody get the gift. Whichever person. Because somebody wanted to get to their focus point and be that butterfly so they could win. Find then where is the person's princess. Somebody want their princess, so a female. Their mother, sister, woman, or somebody. They want some woman. Most of the time when guys go to jail, they always go to jail, depending on how young they are, right? They whining for their mother when they go to jail, when they like grown as I don't know what. Or they whining for their woman, one or the other. Say the princess, right? Because somebody, want candy coated enjoyment, want care from the princess. Want somebody to come save the person, look like. Because I can't even put it it's a romantic card, but I can't put it that way because we're not talking about nothing romantic on this down here. Somebody want care, want help. Because somebody was slipping through loosely, through the corridors, the alleys, the streets, or wherever, and doing what the person was doing. Get what I'm saying? The big man, whoever the one who was in charge, the person had selling, some person who was actually like a drug addict in general. So we got like 3 people, so whichever the person it is. Okay, life was like a movie and it was showtime with somebody, because somebody had tendencies and that's a sure thing. Okay, so we had this one. Somebody was sticking somebody want to bring back tomorrow, make things like it used to be with somebody, with the person in charge right there, or just to be able to get out of jail. Just want things like it used to be. God got to intervene and make that happen, because once the system got you, the jail got you, they got you. So you want God to intervene and help you out in a situation. Right, whoever you are, whichever position. Are you a drug addict, or you somebody who actually sells some drugs, or you somebody who works for a bigger person who is bringing and giving you whatever's going on. But whoever you are, whichever person you is out of the three, you want God to help you, because whoever you are, you're going to, God got to help you. If you're a drug addict, God got to help you get off drugs and stay off. Whichever position you hold, take it, because the lessen your pain. Like that, you gotta learn all the lessons needed. Whoever you are, whichever position you hold, being express your spirituality, whoever you are. Okay? So you gotta deviate from a deal, being in this stuff. So you wanna mend something. So who you wanna mend it with? God? Who you wanna mend something with? God or with a female? With your mother, with your sister, with your woman? Or with God. Or we got somebody going to mend it with the drug dealer person you owe money to, or a person who want to sell drugs again, or with an old friend and want the old friend to mend it or whatever, or you want to mend it with a woman, your mother, or with somebody you want to mend something with. Don't come apart. Okay? You're just going to be moving up for matters. Number 81 or 18 or number 9. Something could happen in September, and that's next month for whoever you are. This could actually happen in September. You're the brown rabbit and you want to prevail and get out of the middle of a situation that you're in, or you're going to find yourself in. You want a fresh emotion, a flow of love. Okay? You want to jump for joy and see it in a moment. Maybe that you get out in the middle, that you prevail, but you know you got to do all you can yourself to make things happen good in your life. You can't expect other people to do it for you. You got to make better decisions, because it's not right here. You went somewhere where you thought it was fine and all, but it was danger below. On the other side, so we have right here, all skin color is different, but all blood is red. You gotta see it in the world of your mind. So that could be jail you're dealing with. If not jail, the courts or whatever it is, unless you're just in the neighborhood where we at. So yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm back. Okay. We got somebody gonna lose their cushions in minutes, because somebody's banking on somebody else. They're gonna check their credit, check their cash app, or the credit, the bank account, the cash app, or anything where you can get money. Okay, because somebody's gonna need a lawyer. Circumstances gonna cause somebody to get a lawyer, because you're gonna need one. Okay, you should have worked harder, God's saying, because there's no excuses, right? You should have worked harder than hear yourself in a situation like this. Okay? Camouflage not going to work for whoever you are, because you had a sixth sense about it. You already knew that it would land you in trouble. Okay? He is there and he's vengeful. So somebody is vengeful against somebody, against the person who owes money, because the person is copying all the time and not paying somebody their money back, or because an uncle or somebody stole from the family as far as money or drugs, or we have somebody who was working for somebody who was taken from the stash, or what we call it, or we got, what else? Yeah, or somebody just met somebody, period, that they know, what is this, we see something. So we got a man wanted the other to validate him, but the other one decided he'd give up, because one wanted to save some money. So let's say beware of the Lord thing. I mean, beware of the poker faces. Okay, so I'm trying to end it. So if somebody decides to leave home and just go wherever to wherever this place was to invest, to kind of make money, to have a job or whatever. Okay, so somebody had to filter their ways because both of them was unique, or both of them drug dealers, or both of them drug addicts, or whatever it is. Right, so something was beyond one of them because one wanted to test the other person to see if the person was loyal, or just wanted to test the drug out on somebody, or whatever that is. So something was seeping through. Let's just see, we'll try if I can put like a good 15 maybe and try to end it. Okay, so somebody got murdered, or somebody want a relationship to be like it was before it was murdered, or the family don't want things to be like it was before somebody was murdered, because somebody was coupled off with Satan right here. Right? Person just wanted peace, but it became tension afloat. So somebody wanted to save the person something no matter what. But what is the cost of somebody else's life? So somebody might have tested some drugs on somebody and it might have killed somebody. Okay, he mentioned them coming, or somebody mentioned that somebody was coming to a group of people. So when you start to feel the real, you're going to come out, have to move away from any deterrent. It's like that. This person needs to move away from anything in a situation. So when you start to really feel the real, you're going to come out. People don't realize you sell somebody some kind of drug or something like that and somebody died from it. You can actually get in trouble. You the one sold it to them, but nobody knows who you are. Because usually people don't just be dying off of drugs. There's too many people been drug addicts for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, over 50 years. So it's all in what extra things is being put in it, because people been on whatever they've been on for like years and they still walking. So it's stuff being put in, stuff that's making it where people is dying from stuff. So you gotta be accountable for it. You know you did it if you sold somebody something that had something in it, you wanted to test it on somebody or whatever, or something like that, or you just killed somebody for it because you wanted to test and see if the person would come because you mad with the person because they stole your money or whatever this is. Let's just say, or there's a person who owes you, there's a person who's on drugs that owe you, and you're not getting your money, so you decide to give them test something on them because you mad with them or whatever this is. So might be somebody who promiscuous as far as drugs, take drugs all the time, or somebody just some lady who promiscuous maybe, or who this is. God said don't act like a cowboy and going fast. So you gotta show, during the snowfield days, you're gonna be wishing the rain away because you're gonna be dealing with a bunch of problems. Sadness, overwhelm, depression, and things like that, because there's lots of life this person had to live, and you stopped that in your own self. You didn't really see the person's potential. But everybody got potential. They just gotta see it. Parents shouldn't walk away, so the parents or whoever this is shouldn't walk away. Or the person got children. Well, I'll ever know who born me. Okay, so yeah. I need to end this. Okay. Somebody looked at a person that's alone with, because somebody wanted to stamp their name on somebody that had money in the bank. So somebody might have tested something on somebody, see how it worked, and kind of go head on and start selling something, or let's say somebody got open the doors for gravity and accept your punishment because of what you did to somebody. Okay? Because one person thought they was better than the other person. So it could be two drug dealer people going against each other, or somebody who's just a drug addict who owe money. Or an uncle who stole, and the person getting back at him. Probably somebody died or anything like that. If the person didn't die, the person is like the friendship is ended. Somebody sadistic right here. need soul support and going to justify or wanted to justify that somebody else killed the person. No more joking around. It was Jamestown. It was downtown. It was like a crystal layer hope for somebody because the person shoving his or her problems. He fought the person. She did it. He did it, or whoever. Because a relationship, a connection was dismantled between whoever this person is. So, okay, I'm trying to end it. Somebody's chasing the other person, drug addicted, mentally ill, not all there, drunk or whatever's going on here. Okay. It was a chamber of chaos and it became negative. Okay. So one person was forceful and one was dilute. So let's see, because one was trying to get to the Milky Way, silly to me. And one was a chicken tombone. And the other one was anxious. Okay. Somebody needed a miracle from God. Not a miracle, a blessing. One of them needed a blessing from God. You dealing with somebody who act like they were somebody's father but wasn't their father. Somebody saw it with 4 eyes. They felt disrespected because they was dealing with a serpent, but somebody wanted to tell a female, tell her, because when you're dealing with court, looking at reality of it all, because it's a carbon copy of it that shows something that happened between these two people before, from the dealing with a resource, and I still put it with court paperwork in the police station. Tell the parent, tell the mother, maybe not a trial, okay? Not a trial, this person wanted to test the person. Was being fearless, needed to talk to God though. The other person wanted to think about old times, good times maybe, and do it all together, but this person might have been mad with this person because he's going to complain when he had this person, right? So they might have had some kind of something happened back then, but then maybe came together and he thought him and this person was really cool, but really it's not like that. It was harvest time. He'd been there. He'd been with this person before, or been on the corner before, whatever this is, or been in a fuss with this person before, whatever this is. It was intense madness. Needed to bring in emotional love because this person was a wanderer, needed sensitivity from the other. Because we had right here was 2 chances for this person to be a star, to be a drug dealer. That's what it looked like. Right, talking to the mother right here, mention me. Because if he's in jail, he can write his mother, so it's not jail. It's not God talking, just a person. I feel this person who was filled with what ain't happened yet. Dealing with the bank account, the money, the cash app, whatever. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, here it is. Person trying to get to the Milky Way. Making money. It was a recorded conversation because it was unknown recorded conversation, so kind of like where I guess as far as what was going on or something like that. So because one needed the other one to feed the person and was getting all upset about it. Got getting hot with the person. This person had one more time and mess up with the other person, else the person was going to be in a bunch of trouble. It's obvious it come from way back. That somebody a person dealt with before might have gave another chance to do work for them or owe them money or whatever. Cry sometimes is good for the heart. Because something on a Thursday or Sunday or whatever day of the week, so person just is all in a person's feelings, want to express about yeah. Person didn't want no smoke or don't want no smoke, but this person went to the courthouse, police station or whatever, because this person wanted to try to create a miracle as far as trying to work this stuff, I guess, in the corner or whatever this is, but had to cut the cord on anything ungodly because street stuff is not godly. A brother, he's only getting arrested. Somebody's brother getting arrested. Maybe this person who's the main honcho and his brother, or whoever it is, or somebody's brother. Okay, it's too late though. Because I guess the person decided he couldn't take it no more. I guess we're getting in fusses with somebody, or somebody holding them or robbing them or whatever this is. So person needs to be called, but the person didn't, so it's time to prosecute. It don't matter if somebody know this person or not. He gotta go behind bars. If you know him, God says knowing him matters not. You are the star in the light. If somebody brother, maybe somebody know who did this, yeah, he need to be prosecuted, God says, to the full. So we're gonna leave it like that. He need to be checked. Because the other person was gambling too much, that's true. In this situation. Keeping the ears closed to stop saying the person don't know about it, but the person gonna admit that the person did it. You're right, I did it. Maybe the person who is the victim. Or the person who gonna do the killing. Because that's what it looks like. This person is wondering who the person was. If the person that's on drugs, they just was wondering who they were. And maybe the person owed money to a drug dealer, or we got a drug dealer to another drug dealer. Right? Okay? Somebody guilty though. Somebody might love somebody, but the person guilty. Love don't go, love and guilt is two different things. You can love somebody. They ain't got nothing to do with them being guilty or something. No? Get what I'm saying? I'm gonna end it right there. You were telling mention giving. Yeah. While I'm mentioning your ex, yeah. Giving the person power. This person is getting all kind of power. This person, giving this person power. Person a big man, got all the money, right? He got all the cash right here. That's the big boys. It's a big man. This one over top of the other ones. You needed money from this person to be able to have a home. You got to pay the bills, dealing with this person. Only you can make things happen and change in your life of this person, so yeah. So is that it? More with this person, knew this person was wrong for what the person did, but some people do anything for money. They'll kill their own mother, kill a whole family, whatever, and then they wind up being in jail looking stupid, looking dumb. You kill your own mother, your own relative over money. Think about it, you take somebody's whole life away over money. I mean, think about it. That sounds really crazy, but some people crazy about money like that. Really? I just give it to you. I would give it to you before you kill your own mother. I would give it to you if I had it before I let you kill your own mother. Now that's the kind of person I am, because I'm not crazy about money like that. Money is for to be given away. Money is for to be used. You don't kill people over it. You earn it. You know, earn it. You earn money. If you left some money, you left money. Get what I'm saying? You do what you want to do with it. If you want to give it away, whatever you want to do is your choice. But people sitting there like acting stupid over money. So like I said, with whoever this person is, people don't care if somebody, their brother, their friend, their mother, their child, I don't care who it is, they're just killing people over money. And I feel they should get 99 years, no less, people who do stuff like that. 99, no less, if they kill somebody over money. That's how I feel about it. I ain't say the death penalty because I'm not for that, but 99 years or less, I feel you should never walk back out here because you don't value somebody's life where you're gonna kill somebody over some money. Okay? So that's the breastfed one. And I feel like people should think twice as far as when you're selling drugs because you're ruining somebody else's life. But for those people who out there you taking drugs, you need to think yourself you're ruining your own life. And why don't you value your own life that God gave you? There's too many people that left before you from diseases and different things or got shot by accident or whatever that wish they could be here. They wish they could take your place. You don't seem to value and want your life. They wish they could take your place since you don't seem to want it and value the life God gave you to keep breathing. I advise you to straighten up, fly right, and value your life and stop taking drugs. Because if you don't take drugs, the drug dealers won't have a career, won't have a job. The rest of one.